Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Alexis and I cook simple things so that you can make this at your house that I make it at my house. Today we're going to be doing some kind of cherry dump cake and some beef and mushroom soup for dinner. I gotta get this done within 1 hour. If you're watching this, thank you. It's on the replay. It's up over on YouTube and also on my VIP page on Facebook. All those links are in my profile and you can get those. And if you see any products that you like, you can actually purchase them. Most of the products are available. Some of the products I have are actually retired and they're no longer available. So anyway, come on in while I do this. I'm gonna try and flip the screen. I don't know, I forget how they flip the screen on here so that we can mirror my image. I think if it's looking back, I don't know. Hey, anybody on here that can tell me that right side that you can read this as Alexis Pampered Chef, please let me know. Put a thumbs up or something on there. No, you're not going to be coming live with me. I don't go live with anyone. So anyway, we are doing cooking together. Hey, Anne, am I on the right side? Because I flipped the camera. I'm thinking it is. You can read it. Thank you, Cash App Flowers. Hey, thanks. I watch your videos, girl. Hey, Anne, how you doing over in, how you doing over there? I forget where you are. You're not Norway, you're not Sweden, you're other Copenhagen. Oh my gosh, y'all, I forget what countries you're all from. It's real, thanks. All right, so I'm gonna start my cake mix. I'm using cake mix. Yeah, I'm semi-homemade. We don't have to make everything from scratch, but hey, this is easy and quick, simple. So I'm only going to use half this package and we're going to eyeball it. And the other half of this package is going to be used for the crumb top on it. I'm going to get a scissors out. All right, and again, all these things here. Oh my gosh, can we just decline? There we go. So anyway, I usually don't go live unless I know them personally. Like I know Anne and Cash App. Hey, I'm doing good. I rarely ever go live. This is my first one since I think maybe August or beginning of September. I think maybe September 1st. So anyway, I'm going to save half of this. And again, I'm just eyeballing it. All right, half the cake. All right, half the cake mix. So let's put that off to the side. We're going to use we're going to use half the ingredients on here. So this is 3 eggs. We're going to do 2 eggs, all right? Because they're small eggs. I got these from my neighbor up the street. And I already washed them and they're brought to room temperature. So you know what, Anne, it's a lot easier to do videos than it is to go live because it takes twice the amount of time to go live and explain this and talk while you're going live than it is just a video shoot and go, you know. So we got that. I got some butter. I should have creamed my butter first, but oh well, we're just putting that all in there. And I need some milk. All right, instead of water, I'm doing milk. I'm not gonna put all that milk in there because I may have not put half the batter in there, right? So we'll see once we get that consistency. Yeah, thanks for sharing out and following. Again, my name is Alexis. I'm an independent consultant for Pampered Chef. Yeah, I still sell Pampered Chef. However, in the last 45 days, I've had 1 order. Yeah, and I got an X against me in September because I only had 1 order from one of our followers. I think it was a Violet. So anyway, I got 1 order last month and that was it. So we're going to be using the portable Pampered Chef. This is 3-in-1. It's actually a food processor and I got the wrong one. Food processor, immersion blender, and a mixer. And you put it all together. Here's the guts. This one's the major part of it. You snap it together. And then finally it comes with 2 batteries. Just put that in there and we're gonna mix this all together. Hey, Aiden, thanks a lot for, you don't have to send me any gifts. I'm not in, and that butter is really, really, really soft, right? It's mixing up great. So anyway, we're just gonna mix this batter together. There we go. Put it all up on high speed. Oh, thanks, Aiden. I'm doing good. I'm looking too well, Aiden, too well. Just until it's nice and creamy in there, right? It's looking good. All right, good enough, good enough. All right, let's get this thing off. There you go. Yes, I am still working at the restaurant. Yes, I am. Tonight I'm hostess with the mostess. I think I don't get paid enough, okay, as being a hostess, but I certainly enjoy it. I tell you what, you get to meet all sorts of people. Now, with this end of this butter stick right here, we're going to just smear this into the pan. I'm using the 9x9 pan. Again, we're just doing half the cake in this one and putting it right in. So yeah, I love being a hostess with the mostess. Thank you. It's TGIF, yeah. So anyway, spread it out a little bit. Now, if you want, you can put a little bit of the cake flour in here, just a little bit. You know how they say butter and then flour your cake mix? So just go like this, all right? And then you're flouring it too. It's supposed to prevent it from sticking, y'all, okay? There we go, no big deal. There, all right. I gotta mix that back up. And let's just get a scraper. Yesterday I did a video on the pumpkin fluff dessert, and it is very good. So go back and watch that one. However, I did use my scrapers, and when I put it in pumpkin, it turned yellow. So then I did another video of showing all the scrapers that are available by Pampered Chef, and then I did a video on how to clean your scrapers, because it went from white to yellow, and my barkeepers washing it in the sink didn't work, so I just put it out in the sun, and an hour and a half later it was totally white again. It was fun. All right, so I'm just mixing this together, and now that we have our cake pan floured and all, we're just going to put this right in here. Just put it right in. Again, this is just half the cake mix, okay? I've never made this before, just FYI. Never made this before. So we're going to see how it comes out. Anything mixed together with sweetness is great. It doesn't matter, even if it comes out yucky. You still put some ice cream on top of it and it comes out, you know, oh God, that's even like making something worse, something bad worse, right? All right, there we go. Oh, I'm going to eat the batter too. Oh, I saw that rain there. I saw your rain. All right, so we're going to spread this out. Now, we're going to make this cherry. And I got a can of cherries over here. This stuff, okay? Last month I made one, or maybe it was even in August. I did one with apples, and I only had half a can of apples. And I thought, oh, it needs something different. So we're gonna get a spoon. Gotta get a spoon out, y'all. Yeah, safe. Be safe there, Aiden. Don't be going in water there. All right. Spoon. We're gonna pull this cherry. Now this is the cherry pie filling mix, okay? And hopefully I'm gonna get some cherries up. And we're just gonna add the cherries right to the top of the cake. Just plop it right in. No rhyme to reason, okay? Just plop it right in. If you want to save some for later, go ahead and save some for later. But I'm just putting these cherries right in there. Oh, these are nice. Spread it out. All right. I will save some just a little bit for later. I don't think I need to use the whole can. We can always add some more on top, right? All right. So this is what it looks like. Half the cake mix with this cherries on it. Okay, you got it? And then we're going to put in the rest of this cake mix right on top. Just raw, like just right out of the bag. Just put it right on top. And we're going to do the ends first. And then put it in the middle. Make sure it's all covered. I think I used more than half the cake mix. There we go. All right. Just like that. See that? So now we have cake batter, cherry pie filling, and raw cake batter on top. Now you're going to get some nice cold butter, and we're going to open this up, and we're going to put some cake butter on top. And my oven has now been heated to 350 degrees. All right, 350. And we're just going to slice and we're going to put pads of butter right across the top on this whole thing. Well, if I could get it off my finger, it would be great. It's sticking and moving on me. So just like a little pads of butter like this, and just put it right in. And we want to make sure we get the whole thing covered, okay? The whole thing gets covered. And we're going to just put it in the oven for about, I don't know, about 25, 30 minutes. There you go. And don't be cheesy, just put it in there, spread it out. There. There. So you're going to use about a stick of butter for this entire recipe. Just FYI. Okay. Dump cake. How to make something delicious. All right. So let me know where you're coming in from, and I'll give you a shout out. We have 14 people in the house right now, and watching me cook. Hopefully y'all are having an awesome Friday. Today is Friday, October 19th, and it's a nice day outside for us. Let's ask Alexa what the weather is like. Alexa, what's the weather outside?
The current weather is 79 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
79.
Today, you can expect some sun and thunderstorms with a high of 81 degrees and a low of 56 degrees.
High of 81? It was a low of like 62, I think, this morning. All right, so I put the butter, I spread it out nice and evenly across this whole thing. There you go. So all the butter is spread out just like that. You are, is it the 20th? No, it's not the 20th, it's the 19th. Let me see. Oh, it is the 20th. Oh, jeez. It's the 20th, y'all. I am a day behind. The other day, or yesterday when I was doing my spatula thing, right? Like when you have a Pamper Chef scraper, it has the date on here, and I said it's the 8th month, and it was like the year 15, right? So I said it's 2015 or July 15th. I'm like, no, not. That's August 2015. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm screwed up on my date. So yeah, it's Friday. It definitely is Friday. Got that right. And it's the 20th of October. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. All right, so this is going to go in, and this comes with a nice little cover, so if I want to take this to work later and I don't want to eat the whole thing, I can put the cover on it and then take it, but we'll see how good it comes out, or how bad it comes out. All right, in the oven it goes. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
There we go, in there. Hey, Sugar Drop, how you doing? All right, we got all that done. That's the easy part. All right. Wow, that was a lot of stuff, y'all. All right, let's get this going now. Let's turn on the stove. Oops, I got a straw on the floor. All right, I need... Wrong one. That's the right one. There we go. All right, so next we are we're gonna do a soup, and we're gonna do beef and mushroom soup. I'm gonna try and figure out how to get you angled here better. Boy, you think I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this in a while. There you go. And I gotta get rid of some of these spices over here. So I got my cast iron, enamel cast iron skillet by Pampered Chef. It has a lid, and these little spokes on here are for a reason. It's when you put the lid on it, all the moisture comes to the top of your pan, and instead of going out on the side of your stove, it drips back down into your pot. And so we're gonna heat this up, and I put my beef in there, which is this one here. It's about 10 ounces of ground beef. Now, a thing about soup is you don't need to be exact. You can add, subtract whatever you do like or whatever you don't like. I'm doing good. Been working lately. Haven't seen you on here. I haven't been on here. I've been doing some little short demonstrations and stuff. Hey, Jackie. How are you doing, Jackie? All right, so we're going to get this nice and hot. And it's not quite hot because I can still keep my finger on here. All right. And we're going to add a little bit of oil to the pan, just a little bit. Olive oil is a good source of oils for you. All right, so just put a little bit in there. Yeah, like a teaspoon or so, okay? And I need a scissors again. Right here. And we're going to cut this thing up. And we're going to put our meat inside. And I don't have, I brought out my mushrooms. I'm using 3 different types of mushrooms and onions. And we're gonna put a potato in here. And that's pretty much it, okay? So let's get this open. And yes, I gotta wash the scissors when I'm done because it has meat and everything else on here. I don't think I need it anymore. Nope. And I need one more thing. I need this right here, which is, I love these mats by Pampered Chef because it allows me to pick up food and throw it in here, and I'm gonna be cutting on this one. All right, let's see. Usually you heat your pans between 3 and 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes, otherwise you're warping your pots and pans. So this is on a medium. I'm gonna put it on high to get it hot really quick. All right, so it's still not quite hot enough because you can see I have my fingers on here. So I'm just waiting a few minutes for this to heat up. So let me know where you're coming in from. Hello, D. Whitman, Shelly 57. Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Let's see. I think I'm going back and see if I missed anybody. I think it's just, oh, King Crew's in the house. How are you doing? It's the 20th, says Sassy Skook. Yeah, I know. I had the dates wrong, y'all. Hello, I'm new from North Alabama. I'm in southeast coastal Georgia. We've been here for, wow, going on 9 years now. Definitely 8, because Bryce went through all high school here, and now he's in his 5th year up at UGA, which is the University of Georgia, up in Athens, Georgia, and he's doing well. So I like to download these videos when I'm done and upload it over to YouTube. So when I'm gone, he can look at my videos. Isn't that good? Hey, Woodstock, Illinois. Hello, Joyce. Welcome from Illinois. How are you doing? Helen from New Jersey. Hello, Helen. How are you doing? And I'm from North. Okay, we got DeWitt. I think that's DeWitt. Okay. And thank you for the follow. All right. Hey, there's Crack in the Sidewalk. There's my friend. She's up in New York. All right. So anyway, it's getting nice and hot because I can't keep my fingers. This one I still can, but this was hot. That's hot. All right. Pan's pretty hot. And we're just going to add our beef on here and let that sizzle away. Now, everybody has one of these. But it's the original by Pampered Chef, and it's the food chopper, and if I can find it, it'd be great. Alright, there we go. We need that. And I think there's one other tool in here I wanted earlier. This is my junk drawer. Yeah, this. We need that for later. Alright, let's put that. This one here. Hey, Christina Wolf. I don't think I need it. Call me Deb. Deb Whitman. Okay. All right, so my beef is nice and brown. We need to get some of our mushrooms going here. And I have different types of mushrooms. I'm going to fill out, y'all. Right. And this one here. We got mushrooms here, and I also have a can of mushrooms because I want it really mushroom soup, okay? And I have 1 potato that I'm going to be using. We're going to saute this up. We're going to add in our mushrooms and our onions. I don't put my mushrooms in here. I put it on medium. I don't put my onions in first because if there's too much grease in my meat, then I can take the grease out and I add the mushrooms after I brown my meat. All right. So once this gets nice and brown, I'm going to flip it over and then we're going to chop it all up. Let's go in there. And now we need to chop up our onions. Now, these are onions, our mushrooms first. Mushrooms will shrink, and yes, I can use my my quick chop, but I'm just using my knife. I don't want to dirty anything. Besides, every time I show it a tool, people don't buy it. So I'm like, why even bother anymore, you know? My business has gone to pot, I think. I had, like I said, I only had 1 person buy stuff up from me last month, and I didn't make the minimum. So here I am, trying to figure out if I want to stay with Pampered Chef or not. I mean, I love the company, but I don't need any more tools. And I did buy some new stuff from Pampered Chef, and I'm just slicing these up. Doesn't matter how, you know, how thick or thin, because they're all going in a soup. And we could chop these up even further to make them like more small bits. Yeah. Like these ones are big. There you go. And mushrooms are the easiest things to chop up. And then I only have 1 knife to clean. But I'm going to use my food chopper. I'm going to show you my food chopper because that way we can get bits and pieces. There, and I think 1 more. There you go. All right, all my mushrooms are chopped up. Look at that. How quick was that? Call me Deb. You go, girl. Hey, Dutchy Cheryl. How you doing, girl? Hello, Connie Jo. All right, so my meat's cut nice and brown, and now we're going to, this is 10 ounces of meat, and we're just going to get our mix and chop. And this thing can be used to make imprints on cookies. It can be used to make guacamole or brown up your meat and mix it up. Here we go. break it apart. Now you see how there's a lot of grease, even though I put oil in here. I just don't want to put my meat on a bare pan. But if I have too much oil, we can get some paper towels and absorb that oil. I just don't want all my flavor from my onions going down the drain. All right, and we're just going to chop this up. There we go. If you haven't followed me, my name is Alexis, and I do cooking broadcasts and a couple other little things too. But most of it, I got my start doing food broadcasts on Periscope, and then we moved over to Haps, and both those two platforms went kaput, meaning they ended and no longer are. So we are here on TikTok, and I have a lot of my videos up on YouTube. So what are we cooking? We are doing a beef and mushroom soup. And then we are doing the cherry crumb cake in the oven that's already in the oven. All right, so this is nicely browning up, and I want to get my onions done. And my onions, I'm just going to chop this into quarters, take the stem off, and into quarters. And then I'm going to chop this using my food chopper, because when you don't need your onions to be an exact size, we can use our food chopper. And my food chopper is like, I don't know, 35 years old or more. All right, got it way back on one of my first Pamper Chef purchases, and they still have the same one. They do have replacement parts. I rarely ever use this part here. I always thought you had to put it in here and then chop, chop, chop away. It's like, oh my God. But no, you take this part off and you just chop on your board or on your mat. And talk about no more tears, you know. There. And one more. Yeah, you try cutting that many onions really quick, right? And there's no more tears with this darn thing, because it doesn't give you time to have the onions come to your eyes. All right, woo, there we go. I'm gonna chop up a little bit more too. All right, so I got this, and we can get let me get that off. I'm gonna put my onions in next. There's enough oil in here that I can saute up my onions now. So we're gonna put our onions in, and if I have too many big ones in here, I'll take them out and we'll just re-chop them. Here we go. Just put them in. Doesn't matter if you don't. Here. Got a few here. And I got an onion that I need to use up. There. There. And put that. And again, just put this over it. There. All these tools are available. All the tools so far are all available. The link is in my profile. You can check it out or message me. Okay. Woo. Wow, I'm moving the whole kitchen here. All right, so you can get this off, and with the back of the knife, just go in and take this off. Yeah, the back of the knife, not the front of the knife. All right. And this part is actually a replacement part, because a lot of people will crack them, or I don't know what they do with them. Mine's the original. And see, it has these little things. Yeah. And it does open up so you can clean it nice and good. Just be careful, your eyes have to be on this thing when you clean it, because it is super sharp. There you go. Alright, get this other one in. I'm gonna chop up some onions or mushrooms too. Let's get these big mushrooms, because we don't need huge mushrooms in our soup. These are gigantic ones. So let's get that big bag and chop a few more up. Couple more big ones. There. Oh, too many in there. So if you like mushrooms, but your family doesn't, you can chop them up like this, and they won't even know what's in there, because it looks like meat. All right, I'll come back and read your comments in a sec. All right, let's mix this around. one I'm going to use. Here, we'll use this one. We'll use this spoon. There you go. Don't ever use metal on any of your, the only time you can use metal if it's cast iron itself. There you go. And now the meat is nice and brown. There we go. I could feel I could smell the onions right now. Whew. Good, we're going to salt and pepper this in a sec. I'm going to add in some mushrooms and just do a few at a time. Uh-oh, somebody's at the door. Hold on a second. All right, it was a UPS guy, and I got an Every Plate subscription box. So if I have time, we'll go through that. All right, let's put this up a little higher and mix these in. Get them nice and brown. A little higher, put in the temp. Cut up any big meats that you see on here. This is gonna be so good, y'all. Yummy, yummy. This is beef and mushroom soup. There you go. Hey, the Resonance is in the house. JB, how you doing, JB? All right, so we are just making beef and mushroom soup. And I got all my ingredients here. We got a lot. I think I'm gonna have my pan's gonna be too small. But the mushrooms all sweat down to almost nothing. So let's just get those in. There. All right. I don't think I even need to use the canned mushrooms. I think we got enough in here. Let's save those for a rainy day, right? There we go. Sweat these out. Oh, look at that big one. Some of the big ones are falling apart. All right, we got all that going there. All we have to do is cut up our potato and put that potato in there. All right, so tap hard, share out, and follow along. My name is Alexis. I'm an independent consultant for Pampered Chef, and I rarely go live these days because you know what? It's a lot quicker to do a video than it is to go live. Just saying. We do have our cake in the oven. Let me see. Did I set the alarm with Alexa? Alexa, did we set an alarm? Alexa, is there a timer?
You have 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 25-minute timer.
Okay, I got 9 minutes left on my 25-minute timer for the cake that's in the oven. Hopefully I set all your Alexas off there too, right? Hey, Spake, thank you for sharing. Hello, Leslie Hill. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. We are making beef and mushroom soup, and I already browned up my beef, and we have onions and mushrooms in here. All right, we're just waiting for some of this to brown up. And you can smell it. I haven't added any seasonings to here. And we're probably just going to add some salt and pepper. Okay. Maybe a little garlic. Garlic powder would be really good too. I love garlic. I have fresh garlic. Okay, let's use some fresh garlic while we're at it. All right. Here, got fresh garlic. Now, need to get this off. All right, let's get some junk bowl. Because Pampered Chef has this new little gadget here, and I don't know where the roller went. Of course I don't have the roller here. Probably lost it. All right, let's get the other roller. Oh, it's inside. It's inside. All that stuff is inside. Here's a little roller that you roll and peel out the garlic. Like you put this in here, but I have a bigger one. I got a bigger one. That you put this in, the garlic in there, and then roll it. I can do a few at a time this way. Did it come out? Not rolling hard enough, y'all. Well, not coming out. All right, when in doubt, not throw it out. Come up with a different way of doing this. There we go. Just one. Back of the knife gets that paper right off the garlic. And that in there. Got 1, 2, I need 3, 4. There we go. 3, and another one. I wasn't rolling it hard enough. There we go. So this is my new garlic press by Pampered Chef, and I haven't really used it. I bought a bottle of garlic that was already peeled, and it was the nastiest thing I've ever had in my life. Let me wipe my hands off. There. And we're going to put this little thing back in. There. And I want to get the garlic and just press down into it. There's 1, 2, 3, and our 4th one. Alright, I always do my garlic last, and see how nicely diced it all up for you. We're going to put this in. But first we're going to put in the rest of the mushrooms. This one's, because see how it all got down. It's like I still have, now I have a lot more room in my pan, right? Yeah, so put some over here. Put some over there. And there's the last of my mushrooms. All that in there. Now we're going to put in our garlic. Okay. So we got onions, mushrooms, and a little bit of garlic. And this can be over here. Wash that stuff. This can go over there because I did not use that. And we use this. Oh, I need a potato. All right, let's peel the potato, and then we'll put the potato in. The potato goes in when you put the liquid in. There we go. And you don't have to peel the potato if you don't want to. You can leave the skin on there because the skin is where all the nutrients are on it. But definitely wash your potato. And washing it is running it under cold water, and just rub your hands so that all the dirt and debris comes off of it. Yeah. All right. Put this in the garbage. Right there. And now, let's see. Hello, Stever. What are we cooking? We are cooking beef and mushroom soup, and we have a cherry crumb cake in the oven. Okay, there you go. Oh, all right. So instead of hostessing tonight at the restaurant, I'm cashiering, which is great. Get the same amount of pay, but you get tips. So tip your to-go people, all right? Especially if the order is right. I rarely mess up on a to-go order. Once in a while. All right, so last night I was cashier and I messed up on an order, y'all. I put a blueberry cheesecake in for a salad. So somebody was surprised with a blueberry cheesecake. Oops, they didn't call me on it. But when the guy came in to get his blueberry cheesecake, I'm like, oh shit, I gave it to somebody else. All right, this is coming along great. If you could smell it, let's put some seasonings in here. Let's add some pepper. There we go. And some salt. Right. Pepper and salt. Best thing ever. All right, I'm just doing one potato. And I'm cutting it like probably less than 1/2 of an inch. And then we're going to dice these babies up. So just put them down and do like tic-tac-toe or like the Brady Bunch family here. Yeah. Yeah. And again, all I'm using is my knife. I love this Santuco knife. It's one of my best tools ever. I didn't do that one. Let's do tic-tac-toe here. There. And there. All right. Now we're going to add some water at this time because look, it is nicely browned around the edges here. Like on this side it's browned. Okay, but look, it's all married together. This is where we're going to add water. And I'm going to add some beef broth in there. So my mom got this beef bone broth, and we're gonna add this in here. One packet should be good. Scissors. If you have beef stock, you can do beef stock, okay? But my mom got this and I need to use it up, so here we go. And all this is, let's see. Where's the ingredients on this thing? Beef collagen, chicory root, dried beef, salt, yeast extract, natural flavors, which are not good, and then spices, okay? So we got that. We're gonna add water. Okay. Now add enough water so that you can deglaze the part where there's like drippings on the bottom of this pan, because that's where all the goodness is. Don't leave those drippings to go. Okay, they're not burnt. It's just the dried ingredients on the bottom of your pan, and you really want to use a little bit of water and just, you can feel it. It's almost like a dentist and feeling tartar on your teeth, okay? So just get it off. There we go. Oh, this is looking really, really good, y'all. And we're gonna add more. There we go. Oops. And I don't know, add enough to cover it all right? Which I did. Let me see, there's, I don't know, 88, 48, about 40 ounces went in here. And now I'm gonna add in my potatoes and just make sure they're all cut up. Like this one didn't cut up very well. Oops, didn't go all the way through with my knife. There we go. Just cut them all up. Make sure they're nice and small. And I'm gonna add a bay leaf in here. And then I'm gonna taste it and see how it tastes before it's all married together here. All right. Thank you for following, Kathy. I appreciate it. Why not use beef broth? You know why? Because I don't have any, and my mom has this whole box here, and I thought I'll just use one of this. So 1 stick, there's my timer, to 10 ounces of water. So I could probably add a little bit more in here. I'm gonna taste it first. Alexa, stop the timer. All right, so we're gonna use bay leaves, because bay leaves just give it a little something extra to it. And let's put 2 bay leaves in there. All right. And we're just gonna mix this together. I'm gonna taste this because I may have to add another little pack. But yes, you can add your bone broth. But there's a lot of flavor in here from the beef, the onions, and the mushrooms that you don't really need. You don't want it to overpower it with like all beef. But if you have the bone broth, that would be best. Or the stock, or whatever you have. I just, when you buy the ones in the container, like this, there's a lot of sodium in there. Lots of sodium. Like 1 cup is 24. That's a quarter of your intake of salt for the entire day for 1 cup, okay? Which is 8 ounces. So I added my own salt in this one, and I need a spoon to taste this, y'all. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Well, my cake turned out a little bit different than what I thought it would, but okay. Okay. Yeah, it does need another flavor packet. We'll do 2. And this will reduce down a little bit. Oops, I need scissors. Hopefully I can add it to hot. It's still warm. It's not really hot. There we go. There. Oh yeah, it's getting a nice darker color. And we're gonna let this sit for at least 30 minutes and let it come to a boil. And then it should be done. But I probably need to add a little more salt. But we'll test it. Because was there salt in this? Yeah, a little bit of salt. It's not the first one. It's beef ingredients, dried beef. So I think we're done with this. But it's up to you. The basis of this whole thing is ground beef, mushrooms, onions, and then throw in your liquid, add a potato, season it, and then You use your liquid, whatever liquid you have on hand. And it needs to come to a boil. Here we go. Let's throw this away. Oh, one tip on this thing here, which is the food chopper by Pampered Chef, is I don't keep this out, like out on the cabinet or in the cabinet. I keep it in the original box. Yeah, this is the original box from many, many years ago, many moves ago. But because you can always put stuff on top, but you can't put stuff on top of this, it won't sit. So keep the original box for this one. All right. My tip to you. Some of the boxes you need to keep in your life. That's one of them. All right, now we need to clean up a little bit. All right. Get my chopper out. There. And I'm gonna put the lid on here so it can come to a boil. There you go. And again, this is a enamel cast iron pan skillet by Pampered Chef, and it does have the rivets, so when the liquid, it's not going to evaporate, it's going to come up here and drop back down into the pot. It's going to help you bring it to a boil faster on there. So let's have a drink of water. Anybody, what are you drinking today? He can almost smell it, Steve. Yeah. How about cheers, Hydration Nation. Yeah, you can buy low sodium one, which is okay. Best thing is to do is to make your own and have some beef broth. And there's this girl, Victoria, here on TikTok, and she makes her own, and I can't find the bones. The bones are hard to find around here. So my goal this next 2 or 3 months is to find beef bones, brown them in the oven, and then make my own beef stock. Coffee, I'm having water. I had my 2 cups of coffee earlier. Good to the last drop. All right, let's see. We need that. My cake isn't quite done yet. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's not like what I thought it would be, because I thought it would have the crumb topping. It looks like the cake swallowed it and ate my crumb topping. But the crumb topping will still be inside, right? Hey, Marty, thanks for joining. So let's give the cake, Alexa, set the timer for 5 more minutes.
You have no active timers, so I'll start one.
Thank you.
5 minutes.
There you go.
Starting now.
There you go. All right. Ooh. I got some garbage around here. We got to go and get some Ooh. I got some garbage around here. We got to go and get some Is that how you say your name? Steve? Lost connection. How do I lose connection? I moved. I don't know what the heck that is about. Am I still live here? It said it lost connection because I moved from one spot to another. Really? I think it's the Alexa screwing me up, right? Yeah, I did lose connection. What are you drinking there? Sugar drop? Oh, and so most of my tools last a very long time because I do wash them by hand. It doesn't take you that long because you're going to be rinsing those dishes to go off in the dishwasher, and then you have to load them, wait for a whole load, and then unload them. You mostly drink water. I do too. Hey, Sandra, thanks for coming in. All right, and thank you for the follow too. Let's see. Follow the live creator. There you go. Kathy, thank you for joining us. All right, so let me know when you're coming in. I give you a shout out. I know Kim is up in New York, but she's originally from Oregon. You can follow Kim. Anybody that broadcasts, put some emojis in here so that other people here on live on TikTok can follow you. Kim does food broadcasts, travel broadcasts, farm broadcasts. You name it, she broadcasts. Electrolytes. I don't do any of that. I don't know. I just do the dash. I'll show you what Kim sent me for my birthday. It's the Soda Stream. Oh my gosh, where's Linda? Where's my Linda, darling Linda in Texas? She always wanted me to get one, and I was too cheap, and so Kim broke down and sent more. And you know I am. I'm very frugal. Hey, live beers. How you doing? All right, so we're cooking, but I'm doing my dishes while my soup is heating up. and then we can test it and add some more spices to it. All we did was add salt and pepper. Keep it simple, stupid is the simplest thing. That's KIS for in cooking. Keep it simple, stupid. And then you have the 5 Ps. Prior planning prevents poor performance. So if you plan for it, you shouldn't have a poor performance, you know. Hi. All right, we're just doing up some dishes here. God, no. All right, 1, 2. I dropped that one. All right. And now we have the dishes from the cake. There we go. And again, I didn't think my cake was going to turn out like that. But hey, what do you expect, right? Ooh, my pot is boiling now. Hold on. You may have to stop the dishes and go back and look at the pot. All right, let's empty that out and rinse this off at least. Because my timer's going to be up too. It's going to be up. We don't need this. I put my eggshells in here. I did save some eggshells, and I want to use my blender over here, that one there, and reduce the eggshells down to a pulp, and then you can feed your plants, and that will give them some calcium for plants. And that can go in there. That's neutral. All right. Well, at least I got some of it done, not all of it. But some is better than none, right? All right, back over here we go. So we may lose reception because I'm going to a different area of the kitchen. And I have a very small kitchen. It is like 6 feet by 4 feet. Really, really small. There you go. And we're gonna look in here and pull out my cake. All right, this is super hot. So, there we go. And all that water is going back down. That off to the side. Get my clean one now. And now I want to reduce this down to a little bit less of the liquid. All right, so let's put it down to medium. Alexa, turn the timer off. All right, so if you want to enhance this, you can also use some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, okay. Aiden says I say this wrong all the time. I'm okay with it. So about 2 teaspoons maybe. It's up to you, you know. I just need a little more color and depth in here. And if you want some more color, there's another seasoning that we have here, which is browning. Oh, this is gonna fall out. Browning. This browning seasoning. And I have a new one. This is an old one. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna use all that up. All right. So the browning seasoning darkens your flavor. So if your meat, it doesn't look as dark as it should be, you can add a little darkness to it. So you see how it changed the color just a little bit. And the Worcestershire sauce also enhances the flavor too. Okay, so now it's looking really good, like a beef and mushroom soup that we have. Okay, so let's see. I need to taste this again, and I'm probably gonna need to add salt to it. But again, I'm trying to stay away from salt. Not that it matters to me, but it's not good for you. It inflames your hand. My hands swell. Oh, that's delicious. That is delicious. All right, now we need to get out our cake. Oh yeah, definitely done. And there's our cake. It's a cherry crumb cake, because the middle of this is going to be crumb, not the top. All right, let me get a cake tester and make sure. Cake tester and releaser. You can put this in. This is like a middle part, and you can put it in. If it comes out clean, it's done. Yeah, and it came out clean. This part is the releaser, so you can go around the edges of it. Let me see if I can put you over there. Okay, there you go. So you can go around the edge of it, and look at that. You need to see it's nice and loose. Now, one thing about this, about cookware and bakeware, is never use metal in these pans. Like this spoon, don't scrape your any of your pans with a spoon like this, okay? Because it's gonna scratch it. If you use a knife, a butter knife, say you're like, oh, I want a piece of that, right? And you're like, oh, let me cut it with this knife. You're gonna scratch your pan there. You're gonna scratch your pan, and then it's no good, because then it'll be sticky on you. This is a nylon knife. Yeah, it can cut things and stuff. But it's usually for pastries and, you know, just little things. You can give it to your kids to learn how to cut a knife, learn how to cut. But anyway, you use this nylon knife on your bakeware, on your pans, okay? So that's another tip of the day. I like that, from your recommendation, okay? Electrolytes, hydrate faster than water. You know what? I'm hydrated good enough. I don't think I need to be any more hydrated. I've probably been drinking about 10 ounces less than I normally do, but it's because I've been getting up later. And then I come home and I'm like, I don't want to drink too much water, or I'll be up all night going to the restroom. All right, so this one's clean. Now, this one here is my soda stream right here that Crackin' Sidewalk sent me, okay? And I'll show you how it works. So I have my bottle, and it's the soda stream bottle, and it has a line that you fill it up to. And all you do is open this thing up. Come on, my second thing, I gotta go get the air filled. So you put this in here, and you turn it, and make sure it's high enough because it attaches it, and there's like, it's right there, and there's a button up here, and there's no cords or anything. It's a little air bottle in the back. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and a short one. And now I have fizzy water. I love fizzy water, like club soda, seltzer water, water without flavor. Okay, you can buy the flavored stuff, but all right, bring it out. And now I got sparkling water whenever I want it. This is the best thing ever. But are you taking Celtic salt? You know, I try Everyday Treasures and more. That's my goal, is to find some Celtic salt without spending 20 bucks on it. So I've been going to, what's the thing place? Marshall's, because we have one in our town, and looking for Celtic salt. I have the Himalayan salt. This one here. I like this one, real salt. This is from the mines in Utah. Real salt, okay? And I also have the one from Himalayan salt from the big W store. This is like a party in the glass for me. It's delicious. Hey, Tony D, how you doing? All right. So we made 2 things today. We made a cherry crumb cake, which I gotta cut that in a second, okay? Just trying to let it rest and cool down. Canceled my oven. We don't need the heat on in there. And we're making beef and mushroom soup, and it tastes great. I'm gonna get a little bowl of this. A little bowl over here. So let's get a scooper, and I need a tasting bowl. All right, so this is part of the charcuterie line by Pampered Chef. I love these little bowls. They're great for sampling like soups and stuff. And I don't think my potatoes are quite done. Let me get some mushrooms in here though. There we go. And I used 2 different types of mushrooms. I used the white mushrooms, and I used about, I think it was 4 ounces of that, and about 2 or 3 ounces of the portobello mushrooms. Okay, baby bella mushrooms. There we go. Let's cool that off. And I need a smaller spoon. Hey, Jacqueline. All right. Very good. Need some, probably needs a little more salt. That's about it, but you know what? We can add our own salt as we need it. Potatoes are done too. Yeah. Well, you have to drink, you should drink every day 1/2 your body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, this is easy math, okay? 150 pounds, half of that is 75. 75 ounces is what I need to drink. Oh, yeah, this is good. Let's add a little salt just to my bowl. All right, now. Oh yeah. Just a little more salt is needed. But you can see how you can control your own salt, all right? Don't be putting all that stock in there. Make your own stock. Veggie stock is really easy to make. Just save all your scraps and put it in a bowl, put it in a pot, let it cook. And strain. Man, this is good. Let's try a mushroom. Mmm. Yeah, this is really good. Mmm. Oh, That's a 5-star soup. So you can make this at home. So go get yourself some mushrooms. It's really good. God, y'all, I love it. All right, that's done. Add a little salt on our own and we'll be good. All right, next. Oh, I made a mess over here. This needs to go in the garbage. All right. Just get a little bit out of there. Put that back. There, that can go in the garbage. Let's put this over here. I'm just cleaning up because we got to get that cake. And put the cake over here so that we can cut it. And I'm going to get a protector out for my cabinet right here. Hamburger mushroom, yeah, beef and mushroom soup. And now we're gonna open up the cake. And there's our cake. This is a cherry crumb cake. What I did is I got a half a box of vanilla cake and I mixed it up just like the package did, but only half the ingredients. And then I put cherry pie filling in the middle, and then the top we put the raw cake batter with butter on top of it. Let's see how it comes out. It's probably gonna be raw. Oy, oy, oy. All right, a plate. Nice little tasting plate. Ooh, that's nice. Lost half of my thing. Okay. Yeah. Let's get another one out. I'll get one for my mom. All right. It might need a, not that. Oh, I got the small one. Here's the small one. All right, so. What do y'all call this? What do you call this? I'll give you a couple seconds. What do you call this? What do you call this? Okay, Bella says spatula. Carol joined in. Spatula says, and Bella Dukes spelled it correctly this time. All right, a spoonla. No, not a spoonla. A spoonla, I think is, I have one of those. This one. I think that's this one is a spoonla. One of these. It's like flat. All right, so this is a scraper. This is a scraper. This is a spatula. This is a spatula. The stuff that you flip the hamburgers with. I'm not kidding you. So if you're looking for a pampered chef, right? This is called a scraper, and this is a spatula. A spatula, or my buddy from when I worked at yeah, your buddy. So anyway, just like wow, go check out my posted video. I tell you the difference. Well, I don't tell you the difference. I just show you. I said this is a spatula. Okay, now this is what it's supposed to be looking like. Oh, look at that. I'll put it in soup. All right. So this is our cherry crumb cake. Now, I gotta eat this and then tell you how I'd make it different. Because I thought that the crumb would be more on top of the cake. So maybe next time I need to put the crumb on top, like this is the crumb from the cake mix. But it looks good. It's oozy, okay? Did cook all the way through. Let's get a little spoon. Tasting fork now, tasting fork. Tasting fork is smaller than a regular fork. Same with the tasting spoon. All right. Uh-oh. Let's answer the phone.
Call from wireless caller.
Uh-oh, might be my sister. Uh-oh. That's my sister. My mom can answer it. So, people have been calling us on the phone at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I answer it, and I go, hello, Domino's Pizza, and then you have to wait until they click, click, click. Oh, is this Mrs. So-and-so? I'm like, no, it's Domino's Pizza. What size of pizza would you like? Just, yeah, this is delicious. This is delicious. It's a mess, but it's a delicious mess. Mm. And the crumb cup, there's a crumb topping right in there. That white part right there. Mmm, nice and sweet. Mm. And again, it's a mess. Add a scoop of vanilla ice cream on here, my mom will be in seventh heaven. Mm. All right. I want to thank everybody for staying with me because this was really good. If you want the full broadcast, it'll be over on YouTube in about an hour. I gotta wait until TikTok does its magic, and then I can download it and upload it before I go to work. And it's 2:17 right now, East Coast time on Friday the 20th. I had it Friday the 19th. Okay. So anyway, give me about an hour because I gotta be at work for 4. All right. And I'm not hostess with the mostest today. We are cashier. So. To-go orders. Love it. But first I got to eat my soup. And this is really good soup. And we got cake. So I did 2 recipes in one. Beef and mushroom soup and a cherry crumb cake. What a delicious meal. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'll see y'all next time. I got to figure out how to stop this. I always forget. Oh my God, y'all. They're live. There you